Hey everybody, welcome to Coping with Cancer. I'm Sean, and the reason that I look the way I do and kind of smiling is because I just made this video before this video, and it was 10 minutes. It was great. And then I wanted to show you guys what I got in the mail, and I showed it to you, but I didn't cover up my address. So that video is not gone, and I have to do this all over again. So, got treated today from my heart doctor. They gave me an EKG. Everything's fine there. They piddled around with my medicine to see if there's something new can help the angina. They think that maybe my body has just gotten used to the gabapentin, which probably my body gets used to pills rather quickly, especially pain pills, and that's why I don't like pain pills, because it's like, oh, okay, one isn't cutting it, take two, and usually at that point is when I go to the cabinet and get them out and throw them away, or flush them down the toilet. I know I'm horrible. So the heart is nice and strong. We haven't had many heart attacks. In fact, the scan is the same as it was last time, which is good. So we're gonna dink around with the gabapentin, changing it into something different, and then we're gonna slowly wean off the gabapentin, if possible. And then I had chemo, and you just say I love my girls, I'm Sarah and everybody, but sometimes mistakes happen, that's all I'm saying. So usually the procedure is, I sign in, I go sit down, they call me back, they take my weight, check my heartbeat, and they check my blood pressure, right? And if I'm getting an IVIG, my intravenous immunoglobulin, I just go to the back, because they put the line in for the IV, and then they just take the blood that way. That way I don't get stuck twice. Cool. Or if I'm not getting IVIG, they take the blood right there and just do a blood draw. I go sit back out in the lobby, and then they'll come and get me, and I go back to see the doctor, and then from there I go get chemo. Sit in the chair and get the chemo. Pretty easy. You'd think. Today's just funny. So I go back, I get the vitals taken, and someone that I've known since I've been there starts asking me weird, oddball questions. Not weird like, hey, you got 6 toes on your right hand, things like that. No, she's asking me questions that are normally asked of me by their staff when I go into the room before the doctor comes in. So, that was weird. Okay, I answered the questions, and then she said, okay, come with me, we'll get the IV in. Okay, I'm thinking they're gonna put an IV in me. I guess they want me to have an IVIG, which would have taken another, I don't know, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So I get there at 11:45 my appointment was at 12:30, but my heart doctor's right across the street. So we just did that. And so that's what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking, okay, cool. They're taking me back early, and they're going to give me IVIG. And go back to somebody there getting his port. And they always forget that I don't have a port. They always ask me, you have a port, right? Nope. Oh, okay. Which I did. I think it's somewhere. I can't tell anymore, which is good. I had a port, a catheter. Not that kind of catheter, guys. Catheter here. And then I had my freeway for the stem cell draw. And with the exception of the stem cell one, my body rejected everything else. So no, I don't have a port. So I'm used to that question. So I go in the room. There's a gentleman there getting his port taken care of. Cool, cool, cool. We all support and love each other at OHC, so it's not unnormal to be sitting there talking to someone. Hey, Mike, how are you? While he's getting his port done. So he gets his stuff done, and I made up Mike's name. There's not a guy there whose name I actually know except my doctor. So I don't even think I know his name. It's his first name, James. His first name is James. We all do love each other. We might not know each other's names, but hey, what's happening? Good to see you. Just make everybody's day better. So then it was my turn. My veins do this thing called rolling. Don't know what that means. Okay? Or is it like skipping a rock across the water? I don't know. Rolling a bowling ball down the lane? I don't know. But it didn't do that before my cancer. And it started doing that with the cancer, with the treatments. And then it got really, really, really bad after my killer dose of chemo. And I thought they'd been doing pretty good recently. So I'm beginning to think that the veins are coming back and that people are getting used to how my veins are, because 3 months ago, I had a double stick because someone blew the vein because it rolled. And I haven't had one since. So I think they're getting better. But she's cleaning everything up and she's ready to go in, and she's like, why are you getting a port again? Or why are you getting an IV again? In which I responded, I don't know. I just thought that I was just going to go with it. I thought they were going to give me an IVIG. She's like, that's what I thought too, but I remember looking at your chart to get you ready. I don't remember it saying IVIG. I'm like, okay, so let me go check. No, I didn't need an IVIG or an intravenous line. But I came that close to getting one, but I didn't. So I'm glad it was caught. I really legit was just thinking, oh, they want me to do IVIG. Something has jumped out at them. But no, it was a clerical error. So I'm sitting in my favorite chair. It's the one underneath the Felix the cat clock that has this, his eyes. His tail is the pendulum. And the NP comes out and says, hey, you did talk. Okay, let's talk. Like, sit here, I'll go get your wife. Just takes me out of my chair into the room. Okay. I'm thinking there's some bad news coming. And there isn't, at least just to have a conversation about some concerns with the meds, with the changing of the meds, because not just heart doctors changing the med, but we're basically losing 3 different medications and gaining 1. So 1 medication to take the place of 3. I'll take it. I'm tired of taking 106. Take like 31 pills a day, if not more. So that was what that was. And then we got I looked at the clock and I was worried that because I got there at 11:45 and I took my pre-treatment. My pre-treatment is required. If I don't take it before I get there, that's fine, not a problem at all. But they give it to me, and it's an even longer wait. So I did take my my pre-treatment early, and my pre-treatment consists of Tylenol, steroids, and Benadryl. So I had been nodding off since about 2:10. And on the way home, we stopped and got food, and I'm nodding off while I'm eating it. And I hear a beep, 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 when we're like down the block from the house here. Then it was time to take my 3 o'clock meds. So we pulled in the house about 3:02. And that means that I got there at 11:45 for OHC, but I left the house at 10. Because I wanted to run my favorite nurse. I don't know if I told you guys. She was talking about her 5-year-old loving Texas Chainsaw Massacre. To which I was like, oh, I like this kid, and how he wanted to be Leatherface, but she couldn't find a child mask. So I was like, hold on one sec. I said, here you go, I bought it for you. I did. That was in July, and I think she thought that I had forgotten. And I hadn't. I just hadn't been there since July. So I made it a point to stop down there today and give her that and the little yellow apron that I was able to find for him the same day. So she's excited about it. She's going to send some pictures. I came around and gave me a hug. It was awesome. So I left this house at 10 o'clock. I got back at 3, so that's 6 hours. Yeah, it's about right. It's about typical of my days. 4 to 6 hours. Sometimes it was taking 8, and that was just treatment. So I got home, and I'm just like groggy. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm hot. I'm miserable. I'm gonna go take and lay down and take a nap. I keep my air conditioner on even in the winter, and I did. I took the air conditioner, I pointed it over at my side, and then I slid off my jeans, just in my, I can't say tighty whities. I guess they're hotsy boxies. I don't know. They're not boxers. They're boxer briefs. Just that and a t-shirt and got into bed. Got into bed. And I'm like, oh, thank God. Benadryl, take me away. And then I heard this. Who is that? It's the steroids, loser. Yeah, so the steroids fought with the Benadryl, and I catnapped over a 2-hour span. To the point that I was like, fuck it. Now, here's how bad I feel though. I was in a room with the air conditioning on, and I'm covered in sweat. So I gotta go change shirts. So that was my afternoon. I would like to do 2 more videos tonight. It's really going to depend on how I feel though, because I would like to get outside and do some painting on the jump scare, and I did that before I left today, but there's more that needs to be done. And I'd like to set up the foggers and everything that I didn't get done yesterday. But I would also like to make another video, because I picked up some brochures and things with some resources for anybody that may need them locally. I can still, help you find anything nationwide if you need my help. And I just don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I think it seems like it's just been a little too much for me today. And unfortunately, it's just going to keep getting worse. Boom, 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 because it's usually day 3 after chemo that I really start feeling like shit. So, hoping to get it done soon. More than likely, it's not going to be tonight. So worst case scenario, you at least get this one, and then I do another tomorrow, maybe 2. So let's get away from cancer talk for a minute, and let's just talk about something fun that I can fill the next 30 seconds with. So this arrived in my mailbox this morning, or this afternoon, while I was gone. Or it happened while I was sleeping. I don't know. It's Haley Reinhardt on vocals. This is Jeff Goldblum and the Mildred Snitzer Orchestra. Heavy jazz right here, folks. Heavy jazz. You cannot get this anymore. Trust me, I looked. Because it also came with that. And that is hand signed by the man himself, Jeff Goldblum. So that is exactly why I bought it. This is really cool. Would have been cooler to have her if she could have signed it, but that's cool. If you didn't know, Jeff Goldblum is a very talented jazz pianist. So check out the Mildred Snitzer Orchestra. That's Jeff's band, and he's usually the one tickling the ivories. So give him some love. That's all I got, guys. I love you. Be safe. I made it. Here's the 58, 59. See ya.